Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kyusho here, and now, before we do start, let us give a brief little review. In the last part, a number of things have happened. Now, we had Mirako, a vice admiral for the Marines. She was out in search of a vessel that was seen leaving Burned World's last known location. Now, the vessel, it was damaged, and the people who were on that ship, two of them were reported impaled down escapees. Now, All Might came in and tried to recover them. However, Deku held off the man, and he then was able to escape. Now, All Might almost recovered the man's devil fruit, and the ship, it was certainly seen as quite interesting. Fact of the matter was, Burned World was a very powerful person, and his bounty, it was certainly high. So the fact that somebody managed to kill him said quite a bit of things. Now, All Might can confirm the man's death, and that certainly does say quite a bit about it. Now, the Vice Admiral Mirako stopped on Amazon Lily because she wanted to pick a fight, and she wanted to see if Boa Hancock, a warlord, might be the right person to do so. Now, her troops searched the island, and Deku and his team, they had to go into hiding. And that meant quite a bit. Kirishima, Toru, and Mina were underground. Bakugo, Momo, and Ochako, they were all hiding out in the forest. And Deku, he was actually there hiding in Boa Hancock's room after he had to wear a disguise and got back to the place. Now, everyone they searched the entire island. It took the whole day, and Deku, he spent a whole day with Boa Hancock. She talked to Deku about quite a bit of things. If Deku wants his team to be coordinated and work together, maybe he might want to seek out Whitebeard. Whitebeard is a very good example as to how a team should work. He is a pirate, but he also does at least have a good team. And that's where she pointed him towards Jaya, an island run by pirates for pirates. Now, with that being said, Deku and Boa, the two spent some time together alone. And we do currently at least have the next day, where Deku, he has to climb out of bed and go to repeat the process he did yesterday. Him gonna get dressed and head out to wake up his crew. However, there actually is today, where everyone, they actually are a bit more on alert. And they all woke up around the time of sunrise. Now, currently they all do someone to sit there around a table. And Deku, he actually is looking around. He's fairly certain that Asui should be joining them this morning, though she said that she might still be fishing. She has a weird thing with water. It's certainly quite intriguing. Now, Deku and his team do to sit there, and there actually is Bakugo. Bakugo actually is getting a little bit more impatient, and he is quite annoyed. He wants them to already battle, but Deku does get to sit there calmly. And Bakugo, he does a turn, somewhat thinking of a way to mess with Deku. So how was your night? It was fine. How was your guys's? It was interesting. Though, how are your cougar problems going? Everyone's going to turn to Bakugo. And right now, two people at the table do so, choke on their coffee, as one is to burst out laughing. And Deku's a turn towards Bakugo, telling him, he handled it. You handled it? Yeah, I handled it. Okay, what the fuck does that mean? Don't ask questions you're not ready to hear the answer to, Bakugo. Now, Deku's a turn, grabbing his coffee and actually going to sip down the rest of it, expressing, going to actually put down the glass. Now, if he's ready, they're going to actually fight this morning. So, Deku's going to lean in, putting his arm up on the table, asking Bakugo, is he ready to spar? Because they do need to set sail to another island, if they're just going to be using hockey, though they might be able to stay here. Hide to the forest, I mean, things will definitely be a lot more fun. Doesn't he agree? I do. Though you think you can keep up? Can you? Alright everyone, take it in turn, expressing to all of them. as they were going to do yesterday. Break up into teams and form groups. If they worked together before, they work together now. And if things are simple, they'll be simple here. So, whenever everything's done and settled, they'll be all okay. I just realized I may have forgotten Todoroki in the mix-up of all of this. Anyways, now, currently everyone, they just don't get to break up into teams. And Todoroki and Toru, they actually just don't get to pair up together. Right now, he's not really too sure what to do. Those two are going to fight, and everyone else is a bit more concerned about a few other things. And he's just kind of bored. However, Todoroki does currently look around. Him going to stand up and walk away. Now, with all that being said, we do actually get to Bakugo and Deku. The two, they went into the forest and far away from the town. And Boa, where she actually woke up, she actually did get herself sit up and look around. Her actually seeing that Deku is gone. Though she actually was quite pleased. Fact of the matter is, Deku, he will be hers. And she's quite happy about all that. Now, Boa does turn her head, seeing a note written on the table. And Gracie's to turn and pick that up. Her going to start reading a few things that she has to see. However, we do actually have Deku, who does currently see someone stand there in front of Bakugo, expressing, okay, so before their sparring match, they're going to have a bit of a race. You serious? Yeah, Bakugo, I'm pretty serious. We're going to do two things. A contest of speed and a contest of strength. So, you think you can beat me? Sure. So where are we going to? Alright, you see that mountain over there? Yeah, what about it? We're climbing it. You can't be serious. Afraid you can't? Ooh, now those are fighting words. We'll fight at the beach. Either climb up the mountain or run around it. So, what do you plan to do, Bakugo? They're going to bend. And he actually is going to flex his legs and start to stretch, telling Bakugo, things are suddenly going to be quite a lot more interesting. They're going to bring his hands up, and Bakugo doesn't understand. I'm going to ask exactly how they're going to at least know when to start. And Deku does look around. Him going to actually bring his hand up and bend down, grabbing onto a small little rock, holding it up and expressing, when this hits the ground. And Bakugo actually doesn't understand. Right now, he's going to bend down and bring his hands down to the ground. As soon as I look at Bakugo, him going to actually bring his hand down and go to actually hold this rock like a coin. Him is going to turn and flip it up into the air. Him is going to take his own stance as Bakugo and Deku just sit there. And they're actually to the rock just smash into the ground. The two immediately both going to race off as they need to at least make sure they win. The two are both trying to make sure they can stay ahead. Bakugo trying to put all he can into running. We're not using armament hockey to step off more and faster. If he gets a bad footing, he's going to lose. And Deku, he might try and blame it on that, but he's currently doing the same exact thing. The two are both running fast, and currently their actions Deku, he's just going to dodge underneath a branch and going to leap over a root sticking out of the ground. And Bakugo does have to deal with his own terrain. Right now, Himlick's going to run past the branch and bring up his arm. He'll actually smash directly through it with armament hockey as it's going to fall onto the ground. Bakugo is going to run and leap up into the air. I'm going to think, as right now he's going to leap through the air and smash onto a branch of a tree. I'm going to leap again thinking about how Deku, he's going to go through the forest. And he's going to be stuck on the ground for the whole damn time. If they're not using hockey, then if they're not using devil fruit abilities, that means hockey is always on the table. And it should just mean quite a bit. Now, Bakugo, he currently is going to land on the ground. And we're going to smash onto a branch as the branch is going to start cracking through. And Bakugo, he at least is going to fall forwards. Whenever he does, at least try to step forwards and leap off with his next step. The branch is going to break under the weight as Bakugo is going to smash onto the ground. He's going to get back up and run off. And currently their action is Deku. Deku, he at least is going to hear something with observation hockey. Him turning his head knowing that Bakugo, he messed up. So, that does mean that he does still have the lead. Deku going to leap up into the air. Him is going to try and plan out where he's going to land whenever he has to look down. And Deku is going to shift his weight and move. Ash is going to fall down and smash Ricky down onto the top of a tree. Going to leap off of it and through the air. And he's going to pull back his fist and smash Ricky into the mountain. Ash is going to start to climb up it with observation hockey, trying to make sure he knows where he can get into. All it really is rock climbing. And he's trying to find a way to observe a proper path. And that certainly is interesting. Now, Bakugo is going to get onto the mountain. Him is going to leap through the air and actually to grab Ricky onto a spot right above Deku. Him is going to spin and turn, yelling out at Deku, bring up his hand. Ha! Trying to one up that. Deku is going to do one thing. He does go to bring his legs up, looking at his chest, and throw himself upwards further. Him will actually grab into the mountain with his hands and start climbing it and moving faster. And Bakugo does just going to think, show off. Him is going to move fast. And the two, they are trying their best to keep up with one another. Whenever one gets ahead, the other one gets ahead as well. And Deku, he's actually having quite a bit of fun. His amount of training and impel down does take quite a bit. Hours upon hours of time. While you could try to heal your feet, it certainly is quite intriguing. Deku had nothing but time there. And physical training, yeah. He might not have had a lot of body weight, though he did do quite a bit of other things. And around Deku, he is just going to get to the top of the mountain first. And he does try to look around and look down. Him is going to throw himself forwards and dive off the mountain. As Bakugo, he's going to get to the top and look around. Him is going to throw down his hand and throw it directly down into the mountain. Him going to leap down and try to scale down the side, holding onto the mountain, dragging his hand through it. And Bakugo, he does at least look around. Him trying to use observation hockey and leap through the air as he is going to fly through the air straight like a bullet. I'm going to smash Ricky down and smashing onto a tree branch. This time he's going to throw his legs outwards and throw himself backwards, this time going to actually fly himself forwards by his feet. And Bakugo is going to spin back around. I'm going to smash down into the ground and continue running. Now, Deku, he currently does get to land. And he is going to find himself closer and closer to the beach. As Bakugo, he does come running out. And Deku, he does just going to stand there. And I'm going to tell Bakugo about how he was pretty fast. Huh? Don't patronize me. You cheated. No, actually, I didn't. Though, you gotta remember, 3 hours a day, cardio. Huh. Is that the secret? Shit. I really lost to him, didn't I? So what? What now? They're going to bring up his hands, telling Bakugo, what does he think? And Bakugo does a smirk. Now, he's rushing forwards. As right now he does try to throw a punch out towards Deku. And Deku's going to bring up his hand. Him is going to smack it away as Bakugo does to throw up his left fist, smashing Deku across the face as Deku does a step backwards, bringing up his leg, smashing Bakugo directly in the side of his own leg. And now he's going to throw up his fist, smashing Bakugo out and sending him flying backwards onto the ground. Bakugo actually going to spin and grab him to the ground. And with a handful of sand, I'm going to turn and toss it towards Deku. Deku bring up his hands. And going to actually smack away parts of the sand, and now he's going to cut through the air. And Bakugo is quite alarmed. Him was surprised because his ears start to ring. And Deku's going to rush forwards. He's going to throw out his fist with a straight jab. And Bakugo, he actually grabbed Ricky onto Deku's arm, stopping it as Deku's at least going to throw out his hands. Him going to actually flick Bakugo across the face with hockey. Now, Bakugo's flicked Ricky on the cheek. And he actually does feel a lot of pain from just that one blow. And he is at least going to stumble backwards and at least going to turn to Deku. He's going to throw out his leg as Deku's going to bring up his hand, grabbing onto Bakugo's leg. He's more surprised. He'll actually bring his hand up, grabbing Bakugo by the top of his leg and pulling him up in the air. Him actually going to turn and chuck Bakugo towards a tree. And Bakugo does it send flying through the air. Him is going to spin his body and grab onto the tree, swing back around it. Him going to actually fly back towards Deku as Deku does a rush forwards. Him going to actually try and throw down Bakugo's leg as Bakugo does to throw out his fist, smash Deku across the face. And the two, they do continue their own battle. And someone, they currently are observing from a distance. As the boys, they're definitely being quite rowdy. Now, we do actually at least have later. The two had a lot more fun sparring. Bakugo, yeah. Training physical power allows you to train hockey. And being pushed like this, it's definitely very nice. Kirishima is willing to train, but at the same time, he's still trying to learn more and more about his own abilities. The whole Devil Fruit user thing is still weird to him, but hey, Kirishima, he's doing his own thing. He can't fault him for that. But now that Mina has a Devil Fruit, she's not going to be as invested in physical training. And that does somewhat annoy him. But the fact that Deku still does do all this, even after having his own abilities, I mean, he sees the benefit in it. He knows that, right? Hell, at one point he thought about putting a bullet in this guy's head. Now he actually sees him as a bit of a friend. All like Kiri. Yeah, that might be it. Now, everyone is going to sit down for lunch. And the elderly is going to turn, staring at both Bakugo and Deku. Someone at least going to ask the question. So, were the two fighting? Because it looks like they were fighting. Sparring. That's what you guys call sparring? Yeah, it is. You good, Kiri? I'm fine, Bakugo. Just feeling a little sick. Yeah, that's my bad. Mina, you gotta be careful. I know, just oh, paramecia power is strange. I mean, it's still hard to get accustomed to. Yeah, I think Momo should probably help you with that. You think I should? What would I do? Place an place a mirror on the nearest island you can find. Maybe that can help out. As a transportation. So, hmm, I can look around and see what I can find. Maybe head to another island for them. If I can find one that's uninhabited or possibly close to uninhabited, maybe we can find something good. Though I can't make promises. The nearest island is still a few hundred miles away, but I should be able to find the mirror. You think so? Yeah, I know. I should be able to, yeah. It'll take some time though, so I can't guarantee it. Right. Good work. Okay, Momo. Or, not Momo. Ochako, what do you have? Hmm? Oh, not much. Though I do have to say, me and Toro might be getting along a lot better than I thought. Hmm? Why do you say that? Simple. We're not going to stand up. Bring up her hand and go to express. Her going to actually turn back into Toru. Fact of the matter is, she's been here the whole time. Deku a lot more surprised. And right now he does is going to use observation hockey and turn. I'm going to tell Ochako. He can feel her back there. Hmm? Really? And here I thought I had a chance to impress. We're going to step forwards and actually walk over to the table. Hurley's going to put down the knife, saying, the two both have a bit of a fondness for being thieves. Though she actually is quite impressed. Apparently she's done a lot more than just be a thief. So I've heard. Deku turning back to Toru, and she is going to stare back at Deku someone a bit confused. But she does at least going to try and disregard that. Deku at least going to turn over to Todoroki, asking him what he's been doing the whole time. Hmm? Oh, uh, not really too much. Just hanging out, relaxing around the island. Todoroki, we're supposed to be working as a team. So what did you want to do? Drink mostly. You know, that could help, but then again, we're still trying to at least figure out how to fight together. Okay, so that could work, but I guess pirate hunting might help. You want us to hunt down more pirates? What about that last guy we faced? He was a rare exception, an actual devil fruit user. So, let's try to avoid those for right now. Right. Yeah, that does make sense. Especially after last time. Yeah. You know, next time things pop off, can someone at least make sure I'm on dry land? Now, I was talking to someone joke about it. She'll make sure he at least makes it close by. Thanks a lot, Miss Tun Tun. What'd you just call me? Hey, just trying to joke around. It's impolite to call a woman Tun Tun. Next time, I'm punching you across the face. Mina's going to step forwards and lean in, talking about it. Yeah, she's not going to do that. Really? Why's that? Because if you do, I'll poison you. Is that a threat? No, it's a promise. Besides, I can get you in a puff of smoke before you can even try and do anything. I got distance on you. Do you got distance on me? I'm not going to reveal my secrets. Besides, I've heard you blab about the entire fruit the whole time. I practically know what you'll do. Now, Deku doesn't want to watch on. He thought an argument was about to ensue, but it was actually a bit more of a friendly banter. And that certainly is nice. Now, everyone they are currently doing their own thing, and Deku does going to sit there, as someone is going to run up and currently is going to bring their hand out, grabbing Dookie on to Deku's arm. Hmm? Oh, Lillian, what is it? I had a few questions. Okay. What's up? Her is going to grab onto Deku's arm, climbing up, and actually is going to sit down on Deku's lap. Her going to look towards everyone. Her going to express. She's been looking into a bit more of her research that Miss Momo gave her. And she had to do at least one other thing. Say something else about it. She thinks that she may have figured out a bit more about her abilities. And she wants to actually help. Alright. Deku bring his hand up and patting her on the head, expressing. Maybe next time they go out to sea, she can actually help them out a bit more. And they can actually see about properly testing her abilities. Though he is quite curious. Miss Momo said that she had a human form? Now, Leon is still going to turn, nodding at Deku and going to jump off his lap. Her going to walk over and actually going to turn, expressing about how she can do this. And around everyone is to watch her somewhat grow in size. Her still somewhat covered in hair, as there actually is where her small size, her being around, I want to say, 3.5 feet tall, maybe 4 feet. I don't really know how tall she would be, but yeah, maybe 3 feet tall. Now, she's at least grow in size, and everyone is not going to watch her. Her going to grow taller than Deku, and actually grow a lot more mass. Huh. Now, what does it express? That's what she was talking about. Huh. Nice. Lillian, when did you want to show this off? I was going to show it off the other day, but I just... I was sleepy. You're fine. Cats need a lot of sleep. I'm sure of that. Though, just try not to make it a habit. Her gonna shrink down and run back over. Her is gonna turn to Miss Momo and going to bring up her hands. I expressed about how she thought that that would work pretty well. Her's gonna smile. And currently everyone, they do continue to eat their lunch. And the rest of the day is filled with the same exact thing. They continue to try and train, build a bit more trust, and things do start to feel a bit more natural and a bit more organic. And Deku does still spend time with Boa. Things seem interesting, and there actually is the day where they're supposed to be setting off. And Deku currently does go sit there in Hancock's bed. Her right now laying there asleep as Deku, he has a lot going through his mind. He certainly has a few things he wants to say, a few things he wants to do. And right now Deku, he has to stand up. Hamley's going to turn to Hancock. Ash is going to lay there, bring up her blanket, and covering her chest. Are you okay? Yeah, just, I've been a bit spacey is all. I've been a bit too busy. Trying to rediscover freedom, everything got to impel down, the boats, all that. I forgot to call someone. Call someone? Who are you calling? Um, it's a member of my old familia. They helped raise me. I wanted to call her and tell her I was okay. Who is it? They're like a mother to me. Hey, she she helped me a lot. My dad messed up a delivery, Hancock, and he paid for it. The last night I saw him alive and the night he died, she took me in. She drove me away from the place he was murdered from. I just, I needed to call her. I haven't talked to her since I broke out, and knowing the news that I'm free, she probably was waiting for a phone call for a while. And it's almost been 2 months. Yes, I believe that is adequate. Although, don't keep her waiting. Deku's gonna smile and turn. Him right now gonna step out and make a phone call. Now, currently Izuku, he does gotta bring the phone up to his ear, curious as to whether it's early morning in Japan or not. And right now we do actually cut to a little bit later in the morning, where they're currently laying there in bed, and they're actually where the phone is to buzz. Them gonna bring out their hand, and they actually don't slap their hand on their gun. Them gonna bring out their hand again. No, no, no. There it is. Hello? Hey, hey. Hi, Izuku. How are you? I'm still gonna jump up. Izuku, where the hell have you been? Hey. So, funny story. Izuku, I haven't heard. Oh my god, you're alive. I haven't heard anything about you. Oh my god, you fucking scared me. Okay, where are you? Yeah, I'm gonna keep that private for right now. Private. Izuku, I haven't heard anything about you in almost a year. So, where the fuck are you? Right. I escaped Impel Down. Yeah, that kind of made headlines. How did you escape? Made some friends. Good boy. So how did it go? I got the fruit, a friend has it now, and I'm in a bit of a situation I kinda didn't predict. They're gonna turn his head and look back inside. And now their actions were A to start to ask. So, what does he mean by that? Does he also want a favor? Money? Guns? Drugs? Uh, sorta not any of that. It's kind of different though. Uh, I kind of found myself on a place called Amazon Lily. Amazon. Oh, wait a minute. I've heard. Hmm. I've heard mention of that place from somewhere. Yeah, you know the lady called Boa Hancock, the warlord, the warlord Boa Hancock. Izuku, you killed Boa Hancock? Uh, no. Actually, I do have a bit of advice about that though. I kind of need actually. Okay, what advice do you need? Advice as to forms of torture, methods, or help, or I just don't know. But how did you defeat her? Her abilities are insane. Actually, I didn't defeat her. What? Yeah, let's just say, hypothetically, she's laying in my bed. What advice do you have for me there? Well, Hmm. This was not the phone call I expected this morning. Hmm. Yeah, so, advice? I honestly don't know. That's a new one. You're fucking with me though, right? No. No, I am not. Let's just say, somehow I found a way. Damn. You know, you usually find yourself in some pretty weird situations. You know that kid? Trust me, I know. She, never mind. Yeah, I'd rather not have that mental image right now. Though, you're about to make me Irish up my coffee a whole lot today. Huh. How's everyone been? They've been fine. They heard you made waves. Though, heard you ran into All Might. Yeah, I did. And how are things there? Well, other than your bounty going up to 130,000, 150 million, I'd say you're good. It rose? Yeah. They said you took down a guy out in the ocean, the South Blue. How true is that? It's accurate. Though we couldn't recover his powers, so that sucks. Really. He was actually pretty powerful. Now, Deku does gonna continue the conversation. And Renault A does want to climb out of her bed. Her gonna walk over and grab at the bar. Her gonna grab her coffee liqueur and pour it into a glass. As she's gonna set it down. Her then is gonna turn. Let's see. Scottish, Irish, American, cream liqueur. Okay, so let's go with the Irish bit. And then, not today. Tequila tomorrow. We're gonna grab the cream liqueur. We're gonna pop off the top and continue talking to Izuku. Expressing gonna bring up her hand. Her so I'm gonna sip it, and so I'm gonna turn. Her gonna actually pour in a bit more cream, and I'm gonna stir it around. We're gonna sip it again. Ah, perfect. Okay, so start from the beginning. Yeah, so we landed on her island. I was jailed. I played by her rules, and it kind of escalated with her tongue down my throat. Okay. That's certainly a new one. Boa freaking Hancock. Yeah. Hmm. I don't know what to say, really. You don't? No, I don't. So, listen, Izuku. Best advice I can tell you is just to be careful with her. Because I don't know how crazy she is, but you remember what I told you whenever I tried training you in, well, seduction tactics? Smooth talking? Yeah, I know what you taught me. But I'm just saying, she's actually not that bad of a person. She's been helpful. Yeah, Izuku, that's the thing you gotta be careful about. She might seem fun right now, but you gotta be careful about the crazy switch. Yes, yes, you've warned me about the crazy switch before, but I'm sure it's fine. You see, Izuku, you're ignoring her beauty. You're ignoring that switch because she's beautiful. She's hot. And I'm assuming she's, you know, fun. Yeah. You know, that word that starts with an F. It usually tends to make men ignore the crazy switch. Hmm. Well, I mean, it doesn't seem that bad. Yeah, yeah, she definitely has you. What do you mean? Okay. Well, I'll let you think about that, but I gotta go. I kind of have to do a few things this morning. And if I'm gonna do them, I kind of need to do them with either a drink in my hand or not sober. So, you're gonna be able to do things okay? Yeah, I'll be fine. So, is this a good number to call you back on? Yeah, it is. Though, I'm not too sure for how long. Is your number still gonna be the same? It's supposed to be, yeah. Though, you already know the other contact number, right? Yeah, I do. I assumed I had to call that one, but I wanted to try this one first, in case it was out of service, just so I know. Good. Though, Izuku, are you sure you really want to try and handle Hancock? From what I've heard, she's definitely powerful. No, she's actually, well, I found a way around her abilities in case I ever do need to fight her. So you're always going to be careful about her? I'm kind of walking a tightrope, but she seems to be reasonable. Okay, well, I'll trust your judgment, but remember your training. Yeah, I know. They're going to hang up. And Renault A doesn't want to sit there. Her going to actually bring her hand up to her coffee and going to take another sip. Thinking about it for a second. Damn. Okay, so list of things she did not expect to hear today. Add that shit to it. We're going to turn and walk away. And currently, as she does so, there is outside the window. A man stands there in front of a gate. And he does currently have a lot on his mind. As he has a step forwards, walking through it. Now, there is a few things he needs to do. A few things that need to happen here. And if they can't really happen, it will definitely be quite odd. Though, he's going to be quite happy. Quite happy indeed. Now, then as I turn back, I'm going to bring up his hand as a few cars are at least drive through the gate. And many of them, they are ready for what will go down here today. Now, with that being said, if you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing night, I'll catch you guys in the next part.